What's up, everyone? Sergeant Clark here with Sergeant Clark's Trades. Sunday, so getting ready for market open tomorrow morning, pre-market. Interested to see what happens, but I wanted to make a short video to stress the importance of one key thing, and that is remembering why you are here. Remember why you're holding, why you are invested and so dedicated to AMC and this movement. Everyone has a different why. Why do you get up in the morning? Why do you go to work? Why do you work at a job that you might hate at the end of the day? For me, it's my family. It's my 4 kids. It's my wife. It's they're why I do everything that I do, whether it's work hard like I do at my job, or even why I trade and why I believe in this squeeze and what it's going to be doing hopefully here very soon. Your why will be tested. Your commitment will be tested with this run up. So there's a YouTuber out there, the Master Investor. One of his big things: stay calm and collected. Remember, we've been here before. Act like you've been here before. And the truth is, we have. If you've been riding this wave, the ups and downs, I was here back when it went up to $20. I was here when it went down to $5. But I never lost sight of my why, of why I'm continuing to hold. I believe in AMC. I believe in what it will do when it squeezes. Like I said, I don't put price targets out there. I have my own. Me personally, I do believe that it can go over $1,000 very easily. Just based on the data that's out there, based on all the DD I've read. I just watched TMI's interview with Rogue and with Big Dog, and Rogue especially, he has done a lot of DD. He spends a lot of time putting great DD out on Twitter, and I've read through pretty much all of it. Rogue the Legacy. If you don't follow him on Twitter, follow him. I might leave his link at the bottom of the video in the description, so make sure to give him a follow. He's another great guy. A lot of great knowledge, a lot of time invested into the DD that he puts in. And like I said, I see it easily going over $1,000, but it's not going to be clean. It's going to be a very bumpy road, just like it has been. There's going to be, a quick run up and then a pullback, a quick run up and then a pullback, and we're going to see it. And you're going to be tested. You're going to have that itch to sell. Me personally, I'm acting like that sell button is not there. And I think that's really the best thing you can do, because at the end of the day, everyone has their own price target in mind. Everyone has a thought in their head as to when they want to sell. And me personally, and this is just my plan, it's not investment advice, financial advice, however you want to say it. I'm going to sell some of my shares early to get my initial investment back. Now me, I do have, a fair position in AMC, and I'm going to sell it at a certain price target. I'm going to sell a few shares to get that investment back and let the rest of it ride. And that's just me being, playing it safe, playing at least that part of it safe. And that's my personal plan. The rest of it, like I said, I expect this thing to go, parabolic when it does move, and I'm going to let those profits ride and sell at my goal. But at the end of the day, like I said, you have to remember why you were doing this. You have to remember who you were doing this for, whether that's to be financially free, whether it's money for your own business, to buy a house. I heard one of the guys talking about giving his wife the give her the wedding she never had. You know, whether it's that, to give, you know, to be able to go on a honeymoon, to start a kid's college fund, whatever your reason, remember that. And remember that you have this opportunity, because with all of the regulations that are being put in place by the SEC, you know, I expect there to be more legislation put out going forward to prevent something this crazy from happening again. It didn't happen right after GameStop because they weren't fully aware of exactly what happened. They were, you know, they've had the congressional hearings, you know, all these interviews, everything going into, you know, what happened with GameStop, why it happened, and how to prevent it in the future. So cherish the opportunity while we have it, because it's not going to come around again. Not, you know, personally, I don't see it happening again in our lifetime. So when people are saying like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, it's being made that way because they know what's about to happen. The SEC knows what's about to happen. The hedge funds know what's about to happen. But most importantly, we know what's about to happen. We know the potential for GME, for AMC, for KOSS, BlackBerry, all these companies that are so heavily shorted and being bet against, that these hedge funds have continued to double down on, even knowing what's about to happen. They're going to try to shake us. They're going to try to make us think, oh, this is as high as it's going to go. But at the end of the day, the more people that are willing to hold, the longer you are willing to hold your position and not sell and not settle, the higher it can go. There's going to be people selling early. There's going to be day traders. But at the end of the day, we control the float of AMC. We control where we sell personally. And the more people that let this thing continue to run, the higher it can go. You have people saying AMC 1K, AMC 5K, 10K, 100K, 500K. Everyone has their own point. And you're not going to get everyone to settle on the same point. All these big institutional investors, they're not going to hold out that long, I'm sure. You know, the way the retail investors are. So when they sell their shares, the FOMO is going to come in, and retail investors are just going to buy more and let it run up more. So I just want you all to be aware of that. And remember why you're here. Remember your personal why. Because that why for why you're holding this should be the same why that you have behind all of your daily actions. Whether that's how hard you go at work. You know, that's something that remains true no matter what. Not just with AMC, but your daily life. Why do you do what you do on a daily basis? Do you do it for you, or do you do it for someone else? Because if you do it for you, you might quit, you might give up. You know, this is a very famous Eric Thomas thing. You know, if you get up every day and you're living for you and not for somebody else, you'll give up sooner. You'll quit, you'll tap out, you'll move on to something else. But if you're doing your why, if your why is somebody else, somebody bigger than yourself, you'll have more patience. You'll work harder. You'll, you know, even with AMC, you'll let it ride as long as you possibly can to squeeze every dime you can out to change not just your life, but whoever else is around you, whether that's family, charities, kids, whatever. You have that opportunity with AMC, with GME, whichever one you're invested in, whichever one you're supporting the most. Be all in, and you can't go wrong. Everyone here will easily double their money. Easily. Some people already have with this run up to $13, you know, depending on when you bought in. The majority of people probably haven't. There's probably a lot of people who have been holding since the $20 spike, you know, bought in at 18. I bought some shares when it was running up at 18. I bought some shares at $5. I bought shares at 7, 9, 10, $12 the other day, you know. So my average is actually up from what it was a few weeks ago. But at the end of the day, you have to have the mindset of doing something not just for yourself, but have something bigger than yourself in mind. And you can't go wrong. You will be more patient. Just keep that in mind. Keep your why in mind for why you do everything you do on a daily basis. And, you know, I'm looking forward personally to tomorrow. Pre-market's probably going to be kind of crazy. We're probably going to see a quick run up, and we'll probably see a quick pullback. I expect them to throw basically their Hail Mary at this point, because with the information Ortex put out that I put out in my previous video about the short squeeze alert, that's going to cause a lot of eyes to move on to AMC, and it's going to cause a knee-jerk reaction. You're going to have a lot more buyers, and we even saw it last week on the chart. There was a ton of buying coming in. We went from $40 million shares traded to almost 300 million shares traded on Thursday, over 200 million on Friday. And I really expect that to continue, especially as the price continues to climb. You're going to have the FOMO. You're going to have the new investors buying in. You got Chance the Rapper talking about it. And I got excited today because I saw Randy Couture, the UFC legend, former heavyweight and light heavyweight champion, supporting the cause as well. Eddie Griffin's talking about maybe doing a special that he releases in AMC theaters. I mean, there's so many people invested in this movement, invested in this community, and support them all. Not just me, you know, TMI, Trey's Trade, Matt Coors, Big Dog. I mean, all these guys have fantastic channels. They're here for the community. You know, they're not just taking advantage of the movement that's going on. They're really looking to better people's lives, better enrich people's lives, give them better knowledge, and give you an understanding. You know, a lot of them, they have a lot of good motivational things out there as well. And this community is something like I've never been a part of, and I love it. It's fantastic. You know, I can't speak highly enough of how tight-knit this community is, how much they support each other, how much they have changed the way I view things, the way a lot of people view the world. It's probably the most diverse and inclusive community you could ask for. And it wouldn't happen without the support that everybody has, the belief that everybody has, and how fed up everybody is with how things have been run up until now. We have literally made history already just by the policies that they're putting in place now to prevent this from happening again. I mean, that's history making. We are literally a part of history. And before, you know, my prediction next couple of weeks, we're going to make a whole new kind of history, and we're going to change our futures. We're going to change the futures of those around us. Whether you're holding 10 shares or you're holding 10,000 shares, your life will be changed. And it's up to you and your why to sell when you're ready to sell. Don't hold for a penny less than you're willing to sell. And the floor is the ceiling. So that's all I've got for today. Wanted to put this out there, give you a little motivation, help you remember why you're doing this. Think about that. When a price drops, don't be scared. Remember why you're holding. Don't be scared of the manipulation. We know what's going to happen. We've seen it happen for months now. Don't be scared. Remember your why. Hold firm to your why. Have that in your head all the time, in your heart, and live your life that way too. Not just with AMC, but go to work with your why in mind, and you're not going to fail. You will do nothing but succeed. So that's all I've got for this video. Y'all have a great weekend. You know, what's left of it. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. And y'all just stay safe, stay blessed, and yeah, pay attention. It's going to be a big day this week, or a big week this week. So that's all I've got. Y'all have a good night, and we'll talk tomorrow.